our pickup center where all the product will keep. Hi, so this is our warehouse where our shipment, delivery and packing will be done here. Hi Sharon, hi Desmond. And their working space, and finally our store where all our product will be stored here. The end of today's tour, I would like to show you a cafeteria that also invested by us, where we always chill, play, have fun. Hi! Superlife!
All right. Good afternoon, everyone. I hope we are all fine and wonderful. Indeed, we are in the best company ever that is there. So I hope we enjoyed, watching out the milestone of Superlife World from the time it started to now. And here we are today. It's a Wednesday. I hope we are all nice and wonderful, and we are really feeling it. We are really very good. If that is the case, then wonderful. We really appreciate very much. So today it is a Wednesday, and a Wednesday is always about back office and some bureau trainings that we always have. So in our today's presentation today, we really want to talk about, the back office questions that you may have. That is what we really going to focus in our today's presentation. I'm sure we also our flyer there talking about the back office. So any questions that you may have, we are having powerful leaders here who will be able to respond to certain questions that you may have on your back office. If you are a member of Superlife, you understand the back office. It's the online account that we have. Now, many people find it, have it challenge maybe to access few things, maybe to understand few aspects that are mentioned in that back office. So today's presentation is here to make sure that all of us, we really, get all the satisfaction that we'll get from the responses that will be here. We are having Leader Mapalo here on the floor. We are having Leader Chibenda on the floor. We are having powerful leaders on the floor that will be able to help out with the responding of the different questions that we may have. So let's bring the fire on now. Let's begin the fire on. Remember, we are only having like 40 minutes. So the quicker questions comes in, the more we'll be able to help and assist when it comes to the back office training that we want to understand today. So who are we going to begin with? Who will be the first leader to ask the question? We are now waiting for your questions. You can just, raise up your hand, or you can unmute yourself and ask all the questions that you have. We'll be able to respond, and then we move to the other person just like that. So leaders, let's begin, please. Let's begin. Who are we beginning with? Okay, who are we going to begin with? All of us who are connected here, we don't have any challenge with our back office, right? Okay. All right, then I'm going to ask Leader Mapalo. Leader Mapalo, please, can you explain to us probably how can we nominate, our loved ones in case of, something happened? How can we nominate our loved ones in our back office, and how can they start accessing that account of ours? This will be the question as we are waiting for other leaders to, to bring up different questions that they have. Yes, Leader Mapalo.
Okay. You understand that in as much as we are business people, we are prone to eventualities. Sometimes we lose loved ones. That could be members in Superlife. And that loved one could be you and me. And so we are talking in terms of death. We see every now and then people are dying. People die every day, right? And that person who is dying could be you, it could be me. Now, you and I have worked on this business for some time. We have some money that are in our accounts. And why are we working on this account? Why are we ambassadors for Superlife? for us to generate a generational income, to leverage, for us to be able to leave behind a better future for those that we leave behind in a case that we are no more tomorrow. We are dust, right? We are dust, and to dust we shall return. So as we prepare to return, we always have to be ready. We always have, don't wait to say, okay, I'll nominate someone when I see I'm sick. There are people that, you know, return to dust as healthy as I am looking and as beautiful as I'm looking right now. So you find that it becomes difficult for people that remain behind to access your account because they know nothing. Luckily for other people that bring in even children, family, they bring everyone to the Zoom presentations so that they understand something about it. It becomes easy when something happens, even if it's not death. When you are sick, you're not able to, you're in coma, how are you going to access your account? You need someone to be able to do that. You can't even tell someone to say, call Leader Mapalo, call Leader Sakala, you're in coma. How are you going to do that? So when we bring our loved ones to these Zooms, they learn something about this. And even when we are not able to do it ourselves, they'll be able to handle that and be able to withdraw the monies that are coming through this investment. Now, let's say you are normal today. You see that it will be very sad. You're normal today and you're not able to get the money. Maybe you have over 5,000 USD in your bonus wallet and you're not able to get that money and no one else is able to get that money except you. So how you would have lost so much. So in this case, you and I are called to nominate someone who we know for sure, if I'm no longer there, I want this person to get this money. I want this person to be able to manage this account. So as you can see, Leader Sakala has already logged in this account. And this is a homepage. It's a homepage for the back office. So when you go on more, you need to click on more menu, then click on more, Leader Sakala. When you zoom out, like you just zoom out, you'll be able to see there's home, business, wallet, bonus, genealogy, report center, smart e-library, and then on more, when you click on more, you have icons such as edit profile, nomination, reset pin, member card, logout. So now we've been asked to look at nomination. You click on nomination, it will load and give us something like this. You see, this is nomination here. So we are nominating someone who we know for sure. If I put this one, even if this person gets the money, I don't have a problem with it. It will be used according to the way it was planned. They understand my vision, my goal for having this investment. So you need to put a name, beneficiary name. So as you can see, there is a guide here on top there. There is a guide that is being given to say ID legacy is not doing for oneself. When you're doing this nomination, you're not doing it for you. This is what Superlife means. ID legacy, you're not doing it for yourself. It is for the sustainable wealth of the next generation. So when you do this, you're doing it for the next generation. So you put the beneficiary name. Beneficiary name is the person who you want to take over your account in case of anything happens to you. So there we put, for example, we put Mapalo there. We put Mapalo there. And then we come, so Mapalo, that's the full name. You put the full name. Miriam Apalo Munyika. You put the full names which are on your NRC. You put your full names which are on your NRC. That is in the case. Then the ID, you put 16. You put your NRC number 7609/19/1. You put there, and then beneficiary nationality, you click there. There's an arrow that is coming down. You click there and you see your nation, your country of residence. Is it Zambia? Is it what? Is it what? Is it what? You put there. So you're going to put Zambia, and then you have the relationship. What is your relationship to this person that you're putting as your beneficiary? You click there. There's parent, there's spouse, children, sibling, guardian, other. Which one? So you click on what applies. So whatever applies, you click there. Then you say upload ID. You need to upload the ID there. You need to upload. You click on choose file. You click on choose file. When you click there, it will require you to put in your NRC now, your NRC number, all right? So we're not going to proceed with that because we're not nominating for this account as now. So you click on that. You click on the file number, you go into your phone, you select the file, your NRC, and you insert it there. Once you insert, you save changes. Once you save these changes, there's no going back to say, I made a mistake, I should have nominated my spouse, I nominated my parent. No, you have already done that. So there's no changing. So before you start this nomination, you need to be sure who you want to, is it your spouse, is it your parent, is it your kids, is it whoever you, be sure, because once you save these changes, well, this process isn't something you can change unless a person you've nominated here dies earlier than you, then we can submit to head office and say, okay, the person that I nominated has died. Now, can I renominate again? So yeah, such is what happens. Otherwise, on nomination, that is how it's done. Unless there are questions.
Thank you very much, Leader Mapalo. That was fire. We really, really appreciate very much. I'm sure we now understand how we can nominate. If you've not yet nominated anyone in your Superlife Park office, please, just after this presentation, you need to do so. Nominate anyone so that your account is safe. Now, let's have questions, or yeah, we can have questions on the same nomination that we are just from explaining, or maybe we can have questions related to the back office. I'm sure my question was very helpful to every one of us and we've learned. So why keep that question that you are having? Maybe others will still learn of it. So let's do that, leaders. Let's do it, leaders. So who is going to come in next? All right, Leader Irene, please, you can proceed.
Hi, good afternoon.
Afternoon.
I just want to find out that, the nomination is just supposed to be a person who has got an NRC.
Yes, it has to be someone with the ID, because that ID will be required in the system for easy and transparent way of seeing to it that, you know, it doesn't become difficult for the person to access your account. They will require those information for them to verify and give that person full ownership of your account in case of anything that happens. So yes, that is really needed.
Okay. What about like a person who hasn't reached an age of getting an NRC, but they've got a passport? Those passports they give to babies. Can that be used?
Of course, a passport can be used. In this instance, you can use a passport. So okay, if a passport is available, you can use the information on the passport.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you. Yes, Leader Tracy, please.
Good morning, good afternoon. Me, I've got a problem about that. The last time I wanted to nominate someone, they told me that you don't nominate someone who already is registered in Superlife. Now all my children are registered. Well, almost everybody in my family are registered. So what do I do?
All right. We are having Leader Mapalo to take up that question. Leader Mapalo, come in, please.
Leader Tracy, you can actually, you can nominate someone who's in Superlife. It actually just makes work easier. I nominated my husband as a nominee, but he's a Superlifer. You've seen, he has a Superlife account and everything. Really doesn't affect anything. Those are just details that are saved, attached to your account, so that that NRC will be searched in the system. And no, it's just for security of your money. And then it's also to help you, to protect you from fraud. So any person, even if they are in Superlife, you can.
Thank you very much, Leader Mapalo, for that clarification. So Leader Tracy, please, you should try once more again. Maybe by then, it could be maybe your phone, or maybe it could be maybe the network or the system around that time when you are trying to nominate. Try out once more, and if the issue continues, then you can let us know. We can try to follow it up and maybe get some more assistance for you. Otherwise, you can nominate anyone and it will not affect your account or anyone's account. All right. Can we have another question, please? As we move forward, we are remaining with 20 minutes. Remaining with 20 minutes, and after that, time will be up for us. So there is a question in the chat box as we are waiting for a leader to, Leader Irene, you wanted to ask?
Yes, I just want to find out how you, like, you've got SPs in your back office, and you want to use those SPs to recruit someone. How is it handled? Because I hear there's a charge, a huge one, that doesn't seem reasonable to me. So I don't know how it's charged when you use your own SPs in your back office to recruit or register someone.
Okay. So there's no difference. There's no difference, my leader, as in when you pay through the office or when you register someone just using your own super points. In the system, it will be the same SPs that will be required. If you are registering a star, then they will require you to pay 110. But of course, when you register this 110, you need to claim your boxes. So where are you going to claim these boxes? You can't send a star voucher to head office for them to send you 2 boxes. You can't send this. So what you do is you send maybe to the office, to the office in your country. Let's say, for example, you send it to our office. You send this voucher to our office. You need to collect 2 boxes, but you used your own super points in the system that you use for you to be able to register. So when collecting these boxes, we are going to charge you $5 per box, which is the clearance fee. It's $5 per box that we are going to charge, because you are collecting the boxes from this office and you used your own super points in the system. So there will be this clearance fee or collection fee that will be attached to each of these of the boxes that you collect. Let me allow Leader Mapalo to just amplify more again so that you understand it further.
Okay.
Leader Mapalo.
Okay, so just as Leader Sakala is saying, there's no really difference. You understand that when you are, let me just switch on my video. Okay, when you are paying for a star, right? You are paying 140, that's 2,500. But when you are getting back your SP, you are getting back 110. When you do your math, you realize in the membership packages, there is an already added fee for clearance, handling, and so many other things. So if those people that are paying through the office, they submit their vouchers there, they are not supposed to pay anything more. Why? Because that fee, they have already paid it in that 140 USD or in that 2,500. They have already paid it. You understand? But if you use your own SP in your back office to do the registration, you have not paid for handling, you have not paid for clearance, you have not paid for anything. And you want to be assisted by this office. So that's the reason why there is that charge that we say $5 pay. In fact, it's actually less. It's lesser when you are doing, like, you use your own SP and then you submit. It's lesser because you find that there's when you compare it to that the amount that is put in the membership packages, that one, the clearance, it's slightly less actually, because that's like a $90 per pack collected. But the key point, the key point to take home is in the membership packages or in the repurchase packages, there's that fee already added. When you are paying, you know already that there are those fees that are already added. Even on the poster, we usually put there's handling fee, clearance fee, what, all those fees are included already. So you're not supposed to pay double. But in the case where you use your own earnings, your own bonus to do registrations, it's the same as you've used your own super points and you expect someone else to handle the couriering of your products to you for free without a charge, of which that person is incurring a number of charges for those 2 packs to move from head office to your residence country. You understand?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
It's just that, you know, it has happened to me that I registered a star and a starter. So for a star, I was using my own SPs. So for a star, I was charged 600 kwacha. For a starter, I was charged 400 kwacha.
Why?
So to me, it didn't look normal. You know, I was still learning, but still my conscience, it was not making sense to me.
Okay, yeah, but that is too much. I must say that is too much. We only charge a $5 per pack collected. So for a starter, that is a $90 only. And for a that will be 90 by 2, less than a 200 kwacha. That is going to come towards that. So we're not sure. That's why we say, you know, there's a lot that people do out there. And if you don't attend Zoom meetings, you miss out. You want to know what to do, where to go for help. You won't know. But our offices are open for any person. As long as you pay your clearance, you submit vouchers, we have no problem. You can still collect your products as long as, and we usually, almost of the time, we have stock available. So you can still get, if you find that where you're getting your stock is too expensive for you, you can still find an office closer to you where you can be getting your products, but it's $5 per pack collected.
Okay.
The quarter will only change depending on the rate, the dollar rate, but the fee is $5 per pack collected.
Okay. Thank you
Yes,
very much.
yes.
It's clear.
Thank you very much, my leader. Yeah, they say knowledge is power. So now you know you will not make such a mistake where you pay more than close to 1,000 kwacha just for 3 boxes that you need to collect. Otherwise, we regret for that. We are very much sorry. Anyway, we move forward. Okay, now do we have anyone else with a question, please? Anyone else with a question? We are talking about the back office leaders. All right. Okay, we are having a question in the chat box here. It is saying, how do you check the money you have earned since the day you started? How do you check the money you have earned since the day you started? Leader Mapalo, please.
Okay. Well, as I speak, are you able to log in? So first thing, you log into your account as usual. Once you log into your account, I hope the person that asked this leaders pay attention. It's very important. You log into your account. On your top left, you see the 3 dots, not dots, but lines, the 3 lines. That's a menu bar. You can click on that. It will bring, yes, where Leader Sakala has clicked. It will bring the left, menu bar, which has home, business, wallet, bonus, genealogy, and so many other icons. So each of these icons, they lead you to somewhere in your back office. So in this case, we want to check whether or how much we have earned since the day we started. So we're going to click on bonus. We are looking to check the bonus that we have earned since we started. So you've seen what has come. You're able to see there is name, there is member name, membership package, and statement type. This is a statement that you want. So to indicate the statement that you want, you need to click on select that arrow that is going down. You just click on that. And you've seen that there are 2 options, whether you want to check the monthly or you want to check the what, like, for a given period. In this case, you are checking, your question is telling us you want to check for a given period from the time you started till date. So you go on custom date, you click on custom date, and once you click on custom date, something else will come. Oh, there are dates that have come right here. So you need to select from which date to which date that you want to see. So in this case, you're going to change the year. You can put even a year before you joined Superlife, or a year or a month before you joined. In this case, we're going to put any year before that, but we can put 2017. I'm sure or 20, yeah, let's put 2017, 2017 April 2017. Why am I putting this? I believe this is a year that Superlife was established, and that was in May. So a year before that, or if you know when you started, you know that you started in 2019, you can easily put 2018 or 20, if you started 2019 June, you can even put 2019 May, so that it caters for all. Or you can actually put the same month that you started, like 2019 June, from the actual date that you started the business. So once you've done, you've seen that this is a range from 2017 May to 2021 September. So we're going to search. We're going to click on search. Once you've set that, you click on search. So once we click on search, it will show us what will come now. This is a total range of what you have earned. Direct bonus, so far you have earned so much. Registration bonus, since you started, you've earned so much. The development bonus, since you started, you've earned so much. Then a grand total of 6,150 USD. So if you want a step-by-step analysis of where this 6,150 USD has come from, there is a bonus summary. You can even click on bonus summary or direct bonus summary, registration bonus, whichever you click on, that's a summary that will come. So in this case, the Sakala has clicked on the bonus summary. This is what will come now. From that day that we have set, it will show if we want a specific transaction or a specific month earnings. We can even click 2020, 10, 30, 31. We come on printout. When we click on printout, we can have the actual or the printout of that specific day's earnings. So this is how the printout of a specific day's earnings look like. So unless there is a further question, this is how we check for since we started till date, how much we have earned. So even if you are trying to rank up to the next bonus or to the next rank and you see it has delayed for you to move from one rank to another, you can always check, like, let me check how much so far, because when you reach 5,000, you'd have ranked to a leader. When you reach the 10,000 grand total, you'd have ranked to a sapphire, 25 USD ranked to a ruby. And when you reach 50,000 US dollar earning in bonus, you'd have ranked up to an emerald, and so on. As you go up, the more you earn, the more you rank. So you can always check this and it will be very helpful. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Leader Mapalo. That was powerful, wonderful. So I'm sure now we understand, the leader who asked that question, we understand how we can check all our earnings from the one to date. Yeah. The only thing that we can't check is the earnings that we are going to get in future. We can't check that, but we can check the ones that we've earned already. Let's work hard and earn more in this wonderful business. Okay, wonderful. Can we have one last more question, please? Let's have one question now. I'm looking at time and we are moving with it nicely and wonderful. If you've not asked any questions so far, this is the perfect time for you to ask. If not, then we'll wait for another perfect time when we'll have such a presentation on our schedule, and then maybe during that time we'll be able to do one or two things. So yes, can we have a question? Okay. Can we have a question? All right. Okay. I have a question for every one of us now. I have a question. This is just a simple and wonderful question. Yesterday I was checking on the boxes, on the cover of the boxes. If you check nicely the cover of the boxes there, I'm sure you're going to find this question to one of your prospects. Recently, I got it from a client from USA. This person purchased Super, and then he was asking instructions of how to take the STC 30. So now, when I told the client to say, you know, we take it under the tongue, but when he checked on the box, he found that it's written, you know, in the mouth. So now, how can you explain that to the client so that the person understands? This is a question for everyone. How can you explain it to a client so that the client understands that it should be taken sublingually? I will not call it a Mapalo to explain this. This is just a side question. As we conclude our presentation, already we are remaining with only 5 minutes more.
Hello.
Yes, Leader Chiwenda, please.
Yes. It's written in the mouth. Even under the tongue, it's in the mouth. So, so you just need to you just need to clarify to the person who is asking now for them to appreciate why it's supposed to be put under the tongue. As you have already mentioned, actually, you already answered. You've already mentioned the sublingual glands. When you put it under the tongue, that's where you find the sublingual glands, which will quickly have the therapy absorbed into the bloodstream so that the therapy is quickly working in the body.
Thank you very much for the explanation of sublingual glands. My leader, that is powerful. Thank you very much. We are having Leader Tracy to add on. Leader Tracy?
The box I'm holding right now is actually written on the tongue.
Yes. Actually, on the tongue. It was maybe a slip of it as I was explaining it. Yeah, it says on the tongue, but we advise to put under the tongue. All the same, the explanation that Leader Chiwenda said, I think we all got it right and wonderful. Yeah. Okay. Anyone else to add on? Yes, Leader Tracy, you want to proceed? Proceed, please.
I'm just saying, I wonder when they changed, because it used it to write exactly that under the tongue. I'm surprised. I didn't know that they've changed.
You see how wonderful these questions are. You see that we are learning all together, right? Okay. Just wait, it will be clarified, I'm sure. Anyone to clarify that? Leader Tracy now, she's wondering to say, so this is the case. Anyone? Yes, Leader Maggie.
No, I just wanted to ask also the same question, because one of my prospects did ask me a question. It says, when he read, it says, where it's written here, say, pouring the container on the tongue. It's not under the tongue as you are explaining to me. So I noticed, I said, well, that's a point, but it is under the tongue in a sublingual word. So our sister, she's asking, that's why I'm just smiling. She's asking, I think, the same question, but I explained it anyway. So yeah, I was thinking maybe that one can be corrected, because the person, he looked at it and said, no, it's saying on the tongue.
Wow, wonderful. We see we are having so many leaders that don't know about this. Okay.
I think it's the new instruction, because initially, like when I joined it, even on the package, it was written under the tongue. Yes. But now the current one is something to do with the laws in the Malaysian government. So it's just a way of complying with the Malaysian government, but it remains the same. It remains to be administered sublingual. So it's up to us, the distributors, to explain to the people that it still remains the same to be administered sublingual, but the instruction is they want to comply with the Malaysian government. Since the government says whatever is administered sublingual is considered to be medicine, and our product is not a medicine, it's a supplement, but it's curative. So it's just a way of complying with what the government wants in Malaysia, to be on the safe side. I hope it's clear. That's the
Perfect,
way I
perfect.
understand it.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You've really done it very well. You've explained it nicely and wonderful. And that's exactly the perfect explanation. All right. Yeah, so I hope we got what she said. And let's have it in mind, and if we have a client who asks about it, then we'll be able to explain it in that manner so that the client takes it subliminally. That's the perfect and right way of taking it. Faster absorption, and also to see to it that it goes directly to the bloodstream and it starts working from there. Leader Trace, is that a question or an addition? So that we conclude now. Yeah.
It's an addition. Thank you so much about that. Anyway, the sachet inside is written under the tongue. So when we explain that, what the previous leaders explained, we go ahead and tell them that inside the box, the sachet is written under the tongue.
Thank you very much, Leader Tracy. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very, very much. That is very true. That is also another point to note down. You tell the client to just, take a sachet and read the instructions on the sachet. You find that the sachet explains it's under the tongue. So the reason why they are put in the box there to say on the tongue, it's because of such kinds of a reason. And then it will be easy, faster, and there will be no more further questions in regard to that. Okay, time is up, but yet we are having one more question. We are having one more question in the chat box. Leader Mapalo, are you there? Ready to answer this one? How are the gift points withdrawn? How can you withdraw the gift points? Just, Leader Mapalo, I'm just giving you 2 minutes. Time is up already.
Is it possible to explain in 2 minutes? Anyway, let me see. Leader Irene, that is awesome. That's just an addition. What Leader Irene said, that's the correct answer to the question Leader Sakala put in. Well, this came up some time back. I'm even wondering why we are so behind leaders. And I was even surprised myself when Leader Sakala asked, I'm like, really, where have you been? It's really, since this happened, since the change happened, but it did just not happen. There was a secular that was going on and we shared. So this shows that you don't read most of the sharing that are sent to you. So we shared those seculars. It was on a Superlife and it was explaining such. And so coming to the question, how are gift points withdrawn? Well, gift points are not withdrawn anyhow, like we withdraw bonus points. Those ones you need to write into, send an email to Superlife that you want to withdraw your gift points, and you also give those reasons. But the best is Superlife always has, for example, the 2022 trip. So just slightly before the incentive, travel incentives, there'll be that allowance for people to withdraw their gift points. But even before that, you can easily write to Superlife. There was also a circular that was circulating on, I don't know if it's a circular, but a written document that was circulating on how you can withdraw your gift points. You need to ensure that you have a minimum of 1,500 gift points as your balance. Then whatever is after, you can withdraw it, and it is withdrawn in a ratio 1:3. So if you have 3,000 gift points, it means that you can only withdraw 1,500 at a time. it's like a bank. You withdraw 1,500, and that 1,500 to get how much in you're going to get. You're going to say 1,500 divided by 3 to get the actual dollar, that you have. So yeah, there are those conversions. Then you can withdraw once it's allowable, or you communicate via email, hello@superlifeworld.com. You send an email that you want to withdraw your gift points. They'll still send you those guidelines on how you can go about it, in case you did not see that circular. Thank you. Did I exceed 2 minutes?
Yes, of course. Thank you very much. We appreciate for the explanation. Yeah, there are also certain incentives that are out there from the company. They will tell you maybe if you have so many gift points, you can redeem them maybe by us sending you a car, maybe a house, or maybe an office, or maybe there are so many items, a laptop, a smartphone, different gadgets that will be there. You can on such kinds of incentives that are always there. So like she was saying, a trip that is there to Dubai, they said if you reach, Ruby rank, then you can redeem your gift points and do what? And travel without more cost on your side, because most of the cost will be catered for by your gift points in your system. So we really appreciate very, very much, leaders. I hope our presentation today was clear, nice, and wonderful. I really love it because most of us were able to interact. And if you've not interacted, well, that's not bad. The important thing is we've all learned, whether we knew some of the things that we were discussing on, but we've all learned in one way or the other. So let's also see to it that we inform our downliners so that they also understand different things that we've learned from this platform today. Yeah. Otherwise, we really very much appreciate very much. And as such, we are doing it a day. Life is super with Superlife.
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 Life is very super with Superlife. Let's join in tomorrow, same time. We'll be learning about whiners. In your team members, the team that you have, I'm sure you are having some whiners in there. How can you handle them? Tomorrow will be powerful. Please join in. Invite those downliners of yours to come and listen for themselves. They will understand why it's bad to be a whiner. Let's join in tomorrow same time, and you'll be able to benefit a lot. Life is super indeed. It's super life.